So if you watch Denver 7 regularly, you have heard us talk about Ty Tesoriero, murdered by his father, Anthony, just 2 weeks ago, brainwashed to see his mother as the enemy before that happened. And Anthony, the father, was so much a bully, even the social workers couldn't stand up to him.
Which begs the simple question, how could a judge look this man in the face and not see him for what he really was? For the first time tonight, we know she did. And then she gave him custody of his son for one last weekend.
And Contact 7 investigates Jennifer Kovaleski has been on this, going through stacks of court documents. Jen's in the newsroom tonight with this final piece of the puzzle. Jennifer?
Shannon and Jacqueline, we've had dozens of viewers ask us how the judge could make a decision like this based on what they've seen. We've had the same questions. Tonight, we're going to show you the transcript from inside the courtroom a day before Ty's murder, what the judge did and didn't do to protect Ty, and the pleas for Ty's safety they ignored. It's September 20th at 9 a.m. We're in a Douglas County Division II courtroom.
I begged, talked to, can try to convince everybody to do something.
After 15 months of pleading for Department of Human Services, the courts, police to do something, Jing Tesoriero would finally get her day in court to fight for custody of her 10-year-old son, Ty.
We put all of the eggs in our basket on the hearing of September 20th. We were not going to fail Jing.
The court transcript shows Caroline Cooley was there as Jing's attorney.
What happened in that hearing?
It went very well for Jing.
And while it would go well for Jing, the judge's decision not to remove Ty from his dad's custody that Friday will end up playing a direct role in his murder.
I don't really quite get her decision on that. I really wish things were different.
Ty's dad, Anthony Tesoriero, killed his son and then himself 8 hours after the court adjourned at 5:21 p.m. Friday. Ty was murdered around 2:30 a.m. Saturday.
Ty shouldn't have been there in the house.
When Anthony lost, he decided to go after the one person who wouldn't fight back. He went after Ty, because that is what bullies do.
Judge Patricia Herron basically reads Anthony the riot act, telling the courtroom, "I'm angry. I have rarely seen this kind of alienation in any case, and it is really shocking. The damage that has been caused to this young boy is unthinkable." Herron goes on to say, at this point, the court finds Dad's credibility to be zero. What was the judge so angry about? The death threats, constant online harassment of Jing and her new husband, and many times Anthony violated his mandatory protection order. Cooley says Herron was the first judge to see Anthony for who he really was, but it wasn't enough to save Ty.
When the judge told Dad, "I don't believe you. You have no credibility. I can't believe what's happened in this case. This is going to change." I think at that point in time, the decision had been made by Dad.
Cooley would ask the court to have law enforcement take custody of Ty that day, telling the judge, "I am concerned that if there is an ulterior, if there is an order that the father does not like, we are concerned that he will abscond with the child."
Did you want your son to go with his dad that night?
No, we even told the judge more than once that we were worried. We were concerned for Ty's safety.
Court records show the judge had DHS Child Services at the hearing, and they were ready to have the child removed. But Herron tells the courtroom, "I am not going to do removal today. If it occurs, I'll do it first thing in the morning." Ty wouldn't have until the morning, and now Dad had a timeline.
She did anticipate an order being issued over the weekend for Ty to be removed. Within 8 hours, Ty was murdered.
And he lost. He lost, and he had to take Ty with him. It's the only thing he could control.
It is so hard to understand what happened here. Ty's memorial is this Saturday at 3 p.m. at Logos Central Chapel in Centennial. Ty's favorite color was red, and he loved animals. So his family is asking everyone to wear bright colors and bring a stuffed animal. Shane and the family will donate the stuffed animals to a domestic violence crisis center.
Oh, Jen, this is so tough. Of course, our thoughts and prayers with his mom. Gosh. All right, thanks for reporting on this story.